I'd like to hear what your prediction is about this fight, but I think I really do believe, and I'm putting myself out there, I think Jake Paul's going to get knocked out against Ben Askren. I really, really do believe that, mate. I think that, personally, I know there hasn't been a lot of footage of Ben Askren boxing, but you cannot compile the record Ben Askren compiled if you have a glass chin, right? I know Ben Askren liked to take the fight to the ground, but he still took shots on the feet from world-class martial artists, and he wasn't knocked out. If they didn't knock him out, Jake Paul isn't. I mean, you can tell us more about Jake Paul's power than what I already know, because you've been in there and felt it. But I don't think he hits as hard as Lima and fighters like that. And
no power. No power. He wouldn't be able to. He has no power. I'll tell you just how much power he doesn't have. He doesn't have power to turn on my bathroom light. He doesn't have enough power to generate my bathroom light to turn on. No power.
See, mate, you know what it is? I'm completely right. This is what I've like. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills and nobody else can see it, because it's like he's knocked out Nate Robinson and they're going, well, he's an athlete. I mean, I don't know. It's like saying, oh, well, I'll stick Mike Tyson on the basketball court in the NBA and expect him to like score loads of points because, oh, he's an athlete. It's like, no, mate, he's a retired basketball player. This is fighting, do you know what I mean? If he's got a glass chin, it doesn't matter. So basically you're saying like he's not powerful, which I'm not surprised at all to hear that. But because he's got a knockout, right, it looks on camera flashy and they've hyped him up because he's training. Now, you know yourself, because you're a martial artist, okay? If there was a fighter come along and there were a blue belt and they choked out a white belt, nobody would care, because you know that's a blue belt and you know the person they've choked out is a white belt. But if it's boxing and you crack somebody and you knock them out, it looks like, whoa. But the people who know, it's like, but that isn't a boxer. He doesn't know how to defend a shot, and he isn't conditioned to take a punch, and he might have a glass jaw, basically. So you're saying he's not a puncher then, mate?
No, not even a puncher. I give credit to Ben. You know, I tell people Ben's been a multiple champion on different organizations, Bellator, ONE FC. You know, I honestly think Ben could have been the UFC champion if he didn't get hit on the chin by that knee by Mazadov. You know, if Mazadov don't land that knee, he loses. You know, Ben Askren knows what he's doing. I tell people, you're telling me Ben Askren's been fighting for 20 years and he doesn't know how to throw a proper jab? Come on, bro. He's a smothering fighter. You have to have cardio to wrestle for 25 minutes straight. I don't care what you're saying. You have to have cardio. Wrestling takes a lot of strength and muscle endurance and energy. And you better have that. If you're going to wrestle, like Antonio McKee used to say, hey, if you're going to be strong for 15 to 25 minutes. And that's what Ben Askren has. Ben Askren has experience. He has the power. He's older and a higher IQ when it comes to Jake and fighting overall.
Well, talking about fitness and stuff like that, I mean, you said you think Jake's got 4 or 5 rounds going all out, which, to somebody who's never done anything, it takes an incredible amount of effort over 2 years to get to that point. But if you don't have 8 rounds of fitness in you, you don't have the 8 rounds of fitness. And I had John Scully on last night, who's a legendary boxing coach and who's a world title challenging boxer and stuff like that. And I asked him about it, and he said, you know, whether you're wrestling, MMA, boxing, it doesn't matter. One thing that he's learned by being world class for all these years is how to beat the clock. And you know yourself, mate, I've boxed, right? Do you know when you're really tired and you're like fighting, you're in a fight and you don't know how long's left in the round? It's horrible, but you have to keep going. Right. Do you know what I mean? And if somebody's done that to the point where they can do, the average person on the street does not know how long 24 minutes can be, do they? And I think Jake Paul's going to get a very rude awakening to how long 24 minutes can feel like. And I think later in that fight...
Even though he talks the most crap, I wish him the best. You know, I wish him much success. But after this fight, win or lose or draw, let's fight. You can fall, and I want to fight him next.